"Oh my gosh, you were in a hurricane. Why didn't you tell us? How did we ever know? I hope you made it okay." I know I've been harping on the hurricane thing for quite some time, but during my video and stream, which you should check out, the actual footage while we were hit by a hurricane, "You were in a hurricane? Wow, no way!" We realized that we have a helium antenna that is exterior, outdoors, sticking up into the air, saying, "Come at me, bro." Did that fare well? Are we still getting earnings? Let's find out today. Nerdy dude stuff. For those of you keeping track at home, today's beer of the day is brought to you by Harpoon Brewery out of Boston. Go Tom, well, no, you can't say Tom Brady anymore because he's in Tampa. Yeah, let's go Patriots, Red Sox, Lobster, Dunkin' Donuts rocks. Actually, speaking of Dunkin' Donuts, this is the Harpoon Dunkin' Punkin'. This is made with oats, oat milk, pumpkin puree, cinnamon, coffee extract, and other natural flavors, sitting at exactly an alcohol by volume 5.2%. This is actually delicious. I did have this last year, if I recall, but a lot of people probably weren't here, so you get to see it again. Nice, solid coloring. This is a pumpkin spice latte as a beer, probably one of the actual flavors I've been looking for with consistency in that pumpkin spice flavoring that we get because I'm a basic white girl. So I put this at a 4. Right as soon as you go in for the aromatics, you get that like cold brew feeling coffee, pumpkin hit immediately. The creamy oats and the oat milk really help give it such a smooth finish. Solid drinkability, a little heavy, but that's because it has so much in there. So once again, 4 out of 5. Cheers to you guys.
And if you would like to buy me a beer, just go into the description of this video and click on the Buy Me a Air Quote Coffee link to be taken to this page where you can select to buy me a beer. Make sure you leave a comment with the beer that you would like me to try to find and review, and I'll happily do that for you. Big thanks to Da Lord's Force for buying me 5 beers. Much love and appreciation for your information. I'm starting my 2 elements back up to mine thanks to you. Thank you so much, Da Lord's Force. Thank you for considering buying me a beer. Bink! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video about Helium. Pretty much the video content that got this channel exploding as we started doing Helium videos with proper placements and proper setups and proper antennas and proper cables and all things proper. If this is your first time on the channel, please take a moment to consider subscribing, turning on that bell notification, and liking this video. Now, we totally changed our hat, so this is totally a different time than the video that we released yesterday. So we wanted to touch base back on Helium. As you know, guess what? We went through a hurricane. No way! And like I was saying in the intro, one of our antennas was installed outside. I'll show you exactly what antenna that we have, and we haven't actually gone back over to my in-laws to see that antenna or to see how well it fared in the storm, but I have spoken to my in-laws since that storm hit, and they made zero mention of that antenna being taken down. I think one ceiling tile started flapping in the storm, and they did get a little bit of a water leak, so I know that they're taking care of that. So I can only assume that everything is honky-dory. How else can I also assume that everything is honky-dory? Because we're going to show our results on screen and what we've earned in the past 3 days, especially since Hurricane Ian had hit us. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over to the computer monitor and let's take a look. Here's the thing you love to see the most. Helium is bouncing back up a little bit, sitting at $5.38. When you don't like to see it is when you have to cash out your Helium earnings to pay some of your bills, and you're doing that at $4.35. But now we're sitting there looking at $5.38. So very, very happy. Hopefully we can continue seeing some price rising, especially while Bitcoin is floating around that 19,000 to 20,000 range. We want to see Helium start making a comeback. We've been doing this since the beginning, early 2021. We purchased our first Helium miners in March of 2021 and had to wait until like June or something to get them in. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our numbers, shall we? So, if you've been watching the channel for quite some time, we've got a few miners. We started off with 2 Bobcat 300 miners and 2 Rack 5.8 omnidirectional antennas with, of course, 2 LMR 400 cables. Links for those might be in the description below. I don't know how much you might want to jump on getting any Bobcat 300s, but definitely if you're still in the low raw phase of Helium mining or interested in doing those setups or copying these setups, there should be a link for the 5.8s in there. And if there is a link for a helium miner, as of right now, I would suggest the DoSun helium miner brought to you by Fast Miners. I believe if you use code NERDY, you're going to save like $10 off of it. They're only $179 versus like the $4.99 or the $5.99 that we paid for helium miners back during the gold rush. I really think that the DoSun, which we actually have one as well, we'll show what numbers those are getting, are going to be worth getting into, especially since they are only, I'm just going to pull it up on screen right now, especially since they are only $179 and you could save yourself $10. So if you've ever wanted to dabble in helium and just kind of set it up and you didn't want to do that big investment of the $4.99 or $5.99 or anything, this is what I would definitely recommend. Okay, anyway, so jumping back over to helium, right now as of our last cash out, which was last Thursday, we're sitting at 6.26 helium. In 24 hours, we've gotten 1 helium. We've gotten 5 helium in the past 7 days. Past 14 days, 9.3 helium. Past 30 days, 22.5 helium. So with the price being so low, 22 helium is still pretty solid, especially if that price can actually increase or go from there. But it's not like the old days where we were getting like 60 helium. We were essentially getting like 20 helium per miner when we had 3 miners, our 2 Bobcat 300s, and then our mile site. So let's take a look at the actual breakdown of what our miners are. Now, this miner right here, you see it's got the yellow circle. We've never been able to get this one up and going. I did get some test units that I believe this was an overseas model with an 845 megahertz channel. I've never been able to get this helium miner up, so we never officially deployed it. I unplugged the damn thing. I'm just tired of looking at the screen. It's unplugged. I have to go through and actually remove it off of my account. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 active helium miners in my network. I also have this M2 data sense cap, which you can't see, but I have this M2 data sense cap, which I tried installing, and then once I went to add it to my portfolio or add it to my mining network, it kept saying, please contact the distributors of this, and honestly, I just didn't have the time to do it. So it's sitting right here. It's collecting, well, it's not really collecting dust since it is sitting next to my PC, but just so you know that I'm not kerfuffling you or anything like that, it's right here. It's a pretty little miner. I like it. It's a cute little miner. Like, not cute. It's a nice, sturdy little miner. Ow. But I just, maybe if I don't bonk myself in the head, maybe I should just gut it and take the Raspberry Pi out and use it for, you know, node mining or something like that. Or, you know, if anyone at Seed is watching this, what the hell? What the hell? I want to get it going. Anyway, fold this back up. Boop. Put this back over here. Boop. All right. So that one's sitting there. So then, next up, trying to think of what I got here. This miner right here is a Mary IoT. I don't really have any proper setup on that. It's using the stock antenna, sitting at 0.09 helium the past 24 hours. Not too bad. It's still earning in my network and at least giving signal back to my other guys. Funny Mossy Baboon. This is actually my DoSun miner right here, sitting with a 3.0 dBi antenna, literally taped to my wall. You guys have seen that before. Past 24 hours, it's made us 90 or almost $1. 7 days, it's made $2.82. 14 days, $7.64. Last month, $16.76. Now, the only reason why I'm not too harping on this or anything like that is because I don't have proper placement or even a proper cable in there. It's literally just stuck to my wall. But even with this crappy setup that I have, it's going to take us 10 and a half months to ROI. Fine, whatever. If I actually set it up with an LMR 400 cable and a 5.8 rack wireless or rack omnidirectional antenna or the McGill 6.0, we'd probably see better numbers in similarities like these 3 bad boys down here. Big current manta ray sitting at 3.2. This is our mile site miner. Sour walnut goat 0.24 in the past 24 hours, and brief taupe fox, the original Mac Daddy that got me into everything. These 2 are the original Mac Daddies at 0.28. The point of this video, we went through a hurricane. No way. Holy crap. Why didn't you say something? I don't know. I should probably bring that up some more. And this is our only external antenna. Everything else is inside attics as high as they could possibly be. So I wanted to pull up this, which went through, you know, extreme weather conditions, 60-mile-an-hour winds pounding on that antenna. But the antennas are just pretty much like spheres, like cylinders, like just straight up. They're like, you know, maybe about a 50-cent piece thick. Maybe that's a little generous. Maybe an actual silver dollar thick in length. And we're going to take a look at the past 7 days. So Florida was hit by the hurricane on the, I really wish we were back up to our range of 2.5 to 3. 2.5 to 5 in a 7-day spread, but it just doesn't seem like that's possible in the network anymore. So we were hit with by the hurricane on the 28th, and even during the hurricane, we earned 0.297 helium. Network average right now is at 0.08, and this bad boy weathered the storm, stayed up, bright, tried and true, and continued to earn us money. Very happy with it. And then as the storm was finishing its passover pretty much all day yesterday, we were sitting at 0.367 helium. So that just tells me right there that A, the antenna survived out in the elements, out in the weather, and B, our installation job was pretty damn well. Go ahead and pat yourself on the shoulder, nerdy dude stuff. Don't mind if I do. So very proud of ourselves for setting that up and not having that get ripped off its mounting and fall to the ground and earn us $0. So at the end of the day, I mean, still 0.29 is sitting at what, like $1 or something? I mean, still nothing to shake a stick at because we are still earning passive income. Granted, it's not, you know, that $22 helium token that we saw back in January of 2022 or anything along those lines, but still, we were able to earn cryptocurrency during the massive hurricane. So very, very happy on that. We could see the activity, 11 witness total in the past 3 days. I don't know if anyone else in the area had gotten affected by that. Maybe their installations weren't as rock solid as ours was, but who knows. So we're taking a look at the stats and those numbers right there. If we were to actually purchase it, I think this was $3.99. If we were to purchase this antenna and this crypto, well, with all the antennas and everything, I should probably incorporate that in the price. So we're going to probably say 40 for the antenna, 25 for the cable, $465 we probably spent on that. If we were to redo this and make that purchase today, we were looking at an 18.33 month ROI to break even on the cost, and then the rest of that's pure profit from there. But we've been pure profiting since, so every single piece of helium that we get is all just profit and 100% pure passive income, which we are having to use for bills and such just because of the state of everything that we're in right now. And that's exactly why we set this up for. People are probably thinking I'm crazy for cashing these out, but I mean, again, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush at this moment. I would love to continue to accumulate bags, but at this time, we only have a maximum of 6.26 helium, which will probably cash out if we need that extra $33 to put an eighth of a tank of gas in our Ram 1500. Anywho, that's going to do it for today, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, reach out, Telegram, Twitter, Discord, all the things that I normally typically say when I'm on autopilot for these outros. But I see your comments when you say, hey, can you do more helium videos? And I'm going to be honest, as long as helium keeps chugging and churning, and we're still getting above the average, I mean, if we're still getting helium, we are going to, speaking of getting helium, I haven't seen blocks be paid out in the past few days. I'm going to have to get up on that crap. I know I have to do my call-out video, but I haven't seen blocks at all. Speaking of future videos, we still got to do a World of Freight video, and I want to touch base in the Kadena Mining Club, so stay tuned for those, and I do have videos on those previously. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, helium mining. As long as we got helium that's continuing to earn, we're going to keep our miners plugged in, we're going to keep putting that stuff on the channel, just because those videos don't get 13 to 28,000 views anymore, because helium's kind of phasing out, unless we get a 5G miner and antenna and stuff like that, we're going to keep doing it, because again, we are still earning a passive income on helium, and we're still having a good time. If there's anything funky going on with the camera, I am testing out some editing just because I found some options today, so I'm going to look out for that. But it's going to lead me into my final point. Why am I the way that I am? Well, A, I like to drink. B, I want to be a little bit different from other crypto YouTubers by providing you guys with a chuckle and a beer review. So that's why I keep harping on the, begging to buy me a beer. I am a one-man operation. I do all the editing. I don't know how to do that very well, but I've been teaching myself, all the green screen with the little thumbs up popping up and the explodey subscribe button, but I am a one-man operation. I don't report to anybody when it comes to this crypto channel other than feedback that you guys give me in the comments below, which I guess I'm on a tangent because when you start filming multi-videos in a 2 or 3 days, or multiple videos in a 1 day spread, you have multiple beers of the day, you kind of get a little loopy because we want to keep bringing you guys content. So with that rant said, please like, please comment, please subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm O'Prius. We'll see you guys next time. Ow, it hurt my neck.